Rec fam, double G, rec fam. Oh, you a gangster? Let's put it to the test. I ain't talking no exam. Get with me, that's your best plan. Couple pounds of some check scams. Ain't worried about the next man. Busy give a IG host this eggplant.
That way. That way.
Bentley Bugz, bro.
I ain't worried about the next man. Busy give a IG host this eggplant.
Is that how we started off? I fuck with that.
I'm about to say, that's how we started off.
Welcome to the Otherside podcast.
Welcome to the Otherside podcast. We already started. Let's go.
First time we started with the freestyle, I fuck with that. Yeah, spontaneous freestyles.
Yeah, you know the vibes. We outside, man.
Yeah, but we've been traveling up for like an hour. We've been talking about a lot of shit, but I feel like there's a lot to talk about, a lot to get off your chest. We could start about how you started with your career as an artist. You want to start there?
Yeah,
because you're before rapping. All these.
I've been rapping since I was like in junior high school, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and I kept going ever since. My little brother played with the camera. He been playing with a camera since a young age, so I was kind of like a project for him. So it was like I rap, he got the camera, and we just started putting.
So what year was that? What'd you say?
Well, when I dropped like our first official like track music video, that was probably like 2006, 2007.
Damn.
We got a track called Rebel Rap. It's on YouTube. It's all of us, Reckless Family, collectively like the starters.
What was the scene in Brooklyn at that time?
It wasn't nobody really rapping like right? that. It was really no young rappers like that. Mm-hmm. It's not like how it is today, like how everybody's rapping. Like, you turn around, everybody's dropping videos, everybody's rapping. At this point in time, we was like the only ones running around with the camera, recording everything, getting footages of us just running around the hood and putting it together and incorporating it in music videos. We was doing that since like 07, 06.
Yeah, before this whole way. When Kwani, for those who don't know, when Kwani was what, in middle school?
Yeah, elementary, middle school, definitely.
He was bumping your shit.
Yeah.
What tracks did you fuck with?
Rebel Rap, I'm Already Dead, shit,
Classics.
everything.
Classics.
Like, it's just to say, like, I can't even say I fucked with one track because it wasn't really, yo, let's bump this track. It was like, yo, I'm jacking Bentley Bugz, like. Because at that time, I lived in Canarsie. I lived on 91st between Flatlands and J. So being from Canarsie and shit, like, you feel me? I ain't gonna front. At the time, you was a big influence, you feel me? Everywhere I went, I heard your music. And that's before I was on phones, on YouTube and shit. So it's like, I'll come in the living room on a computer, shit. I go on YouTube. Your shit is already up there, you feel me? All the little niggas in my hood, on my block, knew your music. I went to school. I bumped into niggas from Canarsie. We start talking about Canarsie shit, then boom, everybody singing your tracks. You feel me? That's just how it always went.
See, so a lot of people been trying to reach out to me to do interviews and shit, and I specifically felt like I had to come here and do this interview because from before I came home, you've been in interviews, you've been voicing your opinion on things and how you feel, and not for nothing, I really fuck with you off the strength of you just having a mind of your own, because a lot of niggas don't have a mind of their own, and they don't give credit where it's due and acknowledge who needs to be acknowledged, and that's the issue right now. But all in all, facts, bro. We was the first ones doing this shit, and we had the buzz, and I ended up getting locked up.
So you had Canarsie at one point?
Yeah, on the rap tip, yeah.
So that's what, because we were doing the Porter B interview. He was like a younger artist, newer guy. And that's when your name came up, because we were naming like when did Brooklyn become such a scene? Like, who started this? And Kwani was like, we can even go this far back. And like, because people were saying Pop, like, nah, even before that, Bentley, someone like that.
Yeah, first it was me and Reckless Family, and then Jeezy, Moolah, and everybody else, and then Easton, NBA, and all of that came after. But all of those major figures in those groups, it was once Reckless Family. Like, everything started with Reckless Family.
I was about to ask you, how did it even start itself? Like, just the concept of Reckless Family, what made y'all want to differentiate yourself from everybody else in Canarsie?
Well, it was just a group of us that just linked up and vibed, and all of us rap. So we just kind of branched off and did our own thing on some rapping shit, and then it turned into us like basically defending the brand.
So being a young artist at the time, because right now it's different. You feel me? You a young artist. Everybody on your dick, they dick riding and shit. It was. I personally feel like it was different because everybody wasn't on YouTube and shit. So being a young artist at the time when you first came out and shit, like, what was the vibe? You feel me? Was it more haters than supporters? Like, how was niggas coming up to you as an artist?
Man, it was a lot. It was a lot of haters. It was a lot of haters. What I could say was, it's crazy because it was like the haters and the ops was the fans. Like, it's crazy.
They were the ones listening to your shit the most.
Yeah.
That's what it always is, I feel.
Yeah.
And so you were saying, though, you feel what you were saying before, like, you respect us because we give credit where it's due, kind of alluding to the fact, like, you don't think you've been given your credit.
Nah.
In what sense?
Down to Reckless Family, Double G. Like I said, you go back and you ask in these interviews, when you listen to any artist coming from the floor seat, and you ask, they never gonna say Bentley Bugz. They never gonna say Reckless Family. And everything is documented down to Reckless Family, down to Double G. The Double G, it stands for Ghost Gang. Niggas took Double G and even tried to put that together and give it another name. Like, they going by Gangsta and Gentleman and all this other shit.
So I want to do this like chronologically. So you were like on top, like or like mid 2000s, and before we get to the whole Pop Smoke, like this new drill scene, this whole Brooklyn, Flossie, all this that everyone's talking about now. What, like, so do you want to talk about how you spent time at jail? Do you want to talk about like what happened from 25 to now and how the whole scene has changed? Like, I want to do it in order.
I mean, so in 2012 when I got locked up, you know, in my like epidemic in my times growing up, what I was listening to a lot of like Chief Keef, them Lil Durk, 300, and all them Chicago rappers and shit. So, and I started rapping in that form, like where I was rapping about the shit that I was going through and my lifestyle, and that's where I came up with Hunting Season, and that's where I got I'm Already Dead, and that's where I got I'm Really Real. So I got locked up in like 2000 and in mid 2012, and around them times, Chief Keef and them still had the situation. I went up north, and soon as I got up north, I started hearing about GS9, Bobby Shmurda and them. And I remember the first time I heard Hot Nigga, it was inspiring. I was in a box in 2014. And I was like, because they was being talked about so much, and I was reading about them in magazines, and that's what kind of kept me going. But when I heard Hot Nigga, it was like, damn, like, if they took it there, they took it to that level of where I was trying to go. Like, I was all the way in upstate box. That's like somewhere near Canada.
Yeah.
And that shit was on the radio.
So if you don't mind me asking, how did you initially what'd you get locked up for initially?
I got locked up for a robbery.
So, okay. I thought you were going to say you were listening to Chief Keef shit and like you were rapping about it in your music and that's how they got you.
I mean, Chief Keef and them influenced a lot, but the charge that I went to jail for was a robbery. Allegedly, it was a robbery. But yeah, in the course of a lot of shit that was going on, yeah, Chief Keef and them did play an influence.
What do you mean by that? The Chief Keef played an influence? Just like his lifestyle, or
the music? Like, cause I was riding around listening to them, and we was acting on what we was listening to.
He made you want to do like bad shit?
Yeah, we was outside.
That's so true.
So, speaking on you got locked up back then and shit, like, being back then, like, y'all had the whole Reckless Family shit. You got locked up for shit like that. Y'all was making music. How active was like gang units and shit back then? Cause I don't think I ever heard like a situation where Reckless Family in general, they try to indict anybody. Cause right now you make a track, 2 months later, y'all whole gang is going down. Like, y'all talk about anything, and y'all was really actually dead ass talking about y'all real life. You feel me? Like, they ever try to use your lyrics against you in court?
No, but when I was rapping, the whole indictment, gang indictment, team indictments, that shit was actually happening. It was happening back then.
I was gonna say, because it happened with the Wave Gang niggas and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it definitely was
big.
happening. So, but like I said, like I said this previously, it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, dudes be real direct in their music and shit that they do. Like, they'll go on this block and do such and such at such and such time to such and such person, and then go put the shit in lyrics in a song. Like, and then this is how they get indicted, because niggas be telling.
But I tell them this all the time. Yo, I swear, and I'm happy you came up here and said this. I tell them this shit all the time, because basically we have this conversation about how do you feel about diss tracks or dissing people and rapping.
But
I'm
subtle
like,
disses or whatever
I'm like,
you call
yo,
it.
subtle dissing, indirect.
Yes.
I have no problem with it, because it just shows you how good you are at wordplay, bro. You can have somebody here, prime example, I was in 5th grade rapping and shit, and I didn't even know what the fuck I was saying. But it sounds lit. Like, it made me want to say the shit. You like flag or red, like I dipped in pasta. I didn't know what it meant, but I knew I fucked with pasta. Like, you get me?
Yeah.
Like, it's just shit. It's shit like that. Like, bro, and this is why I be trying to show him, like, subtle dissing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I wouldn't promote, like, yo, get on the track and just say, fuck ya. But shit, if you doing it the right way, who's to tell you what? As long as it's catchy enough that a kid could go on his crib and sing it, shit, it's going to get you where you want to be. That's what I be telling them.
Facts, but that's what a lot of dudes is doing, like, and that's how they getting indicted, because they being too direct. Like, you could be subliminal in your songs, like you said. Like, that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't name drop in my songs. I don't have to. When I say what I say in my songs, whoever I'm speaking about or whoever is directed towards, they gonna know. That's it. I don't gotta say no names.
Yeah, that's. I actually never even knew that. I guess this is like my first proof of it. Like, that cops will actually use music as proof.
Yeah,
I heard that about Bobby Shmurda.
Definitely.
About in his music, that's how they got him. I didn't believe it. I was like, no way you can be that, like, naive to think you can rap about this stuff and then not have it. Like, I thought you can rap about it, but not, but say, like, oh, it's just fiction. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, you would be surprised. Certain shit you say, you gotta
like, you can't say, oh, it's just for the music, it's just for a song.
You gotta understand, like, certain shit happen and you rap about that shit vivid, because these niggas don't even a subtle or say one. They're rapping about it so vivid. It's like,
so vividly.
The only way you would know this is if you was there. How can you explain knowing it like this? But
do you know YNW Melly, the Murder on My Mind? You know that song?
Mm-hmm.
You think that is how it got him? Because he got charged for murder. He's in jail right now. You think that's what got him? This track?
I mean,
people were saying that.
Not really what his crime. They used the music to paint a picture.
I was gonna say that too.
In his situation, they used the music to paint a picture, because a lot of the songs that he put out, that was before the actual incident. So all they did was try to use the music to paint a picture of where his mind was at, or whatever the case may be.
But I say that shit all the time. Like, to me personally, I feel like court is like a showroom. Like, literally, all you doing is painting a picture of somebody, and it's up to the jury to decide if they want to believe it or if they don't. Yeah. That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
A big ass showroom, and lawyers get paid. Because I was watching a movie, and a lawyer in the movie actually said, like, yo, you're not paying me to prove you right or wrong. You paying me to put on the best show in that courtroom. And I'm definitely going to do that. And he deadass got them niggas knocked off crazy charges in that movie. That shit was crazy.
Well, I'd rather go back to back to 2012 when you said you got sentenced.
Mm-hmm.
So how long was that sentence, and like, were you given initially?
Yeah, I went to trial on my case. I blew trial, and I got 10. That's why I ended up getting that much time, because I blew trial.
What do you mean? What does that mean? You blew trial?
I was gonna say, you're gonna have to explain it to him.
All right. Well, they gave me a cop out. Like, basically, I was going back and forth to court. They gave me a cop out. Like, basically, you plead guilty and you take this amount of time.
Less than what? Yeah,
which will be like, basically, that's their way of giving you, this is their slap on the wrist for you. Like, all right, yo, we will give you 5 years. Take the 5 years now, or we could go on with the proceedings, and if you make us waste our time and money, now we gonna go by the guidelines. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
basically,
15 years,
exactly.
like that.
So now they start going by guidelines. So what they doing is, off the cop out, they basically giving you like, a plea deal. Basically, look, take this and go about your business right now. Do this amount of time and whatever. Or you could go to trial. We could go to trial. You could try to fight it, and then if you lose, then your penalty is gonna be even more severe.
I get it. So how were you initially feeling in 2012 when you got 10 years?
I got that in 2013. In
2013.
2012, I got locked up. I was sitting up on the island fighting my case back and forth to court. In 2013, my case actually went to trial, and I blew.
Damn.
Well,
Like, but what goes through your head when they sentence you and they say, yo, like 10 years and just hit that shit, bang, like.
Shit didn't even register, really, like 10 years, like, fuck? Yo, the fuck going 10 joints, though? Like, nah, that shit ain't register for a little while. Shit ain't register. And even when, like, I kept myself motivated, even when I got up north and I was just looking forward to other little shit like my appeal. So it was like other shit that kept me going, but I didn't sit like at that 10. It was like I couldn't see that shit. I couldn't see it.
Damn.
So what do you think
time.
jail did for you as an individual? Because a lot of people say jail changed them. A lot of people say jail didn't work. They came out the same way, doing the same dumb shit. Like, a lot of people that we spoke to up here who have actually went to jail or have different experiences. So, like, what do you think jail did to you personally?
It made me more motivated, more sharper. Like, I'm more humble now. And for me, I feel like that shit was like kind of like a blessing and a curse at the same time, because mad shit was going on, and that shit could have preserved my life. But I took the time out while I was in there to sit down and focus up. It was a lot of time, so I just used that shit wise and was doing mad reading, got my mind right. That's why now I'm home now and I'm just putting shit together. Like, it's all started off from a thought in a cell.
Mm-hmm. So personally, like, what do you feel like your lowest point in jail was? Shit, because anybody who do that long, I know you had a point in there where you was ready to give up on everything. Like, I know you
10
did.
fucking years.
10, I know you had a point.
Times when I was in a box, I did a lot of time in a box. Times I was in a box for like six months to a year, loss of visits, can't use the phone. On my birthday, I'm sitting in a box, can't communicate with nobody, gotta wait on a letter. Don't let your birthday fall on the weekend, because then you ain't gonna get no mail till Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like, shit was crazy.
Is the box like solitary confinement?
Yeah.
So how does it? Is there no sunlight, no other people?
Nah, there's no windows in your cell, but it depends. It depends on which facility you doing your time in. But for the most part, there's no windows in your cell. You might have a bunkie, but you have no property. Can't use the phone.
Jeez.
So it's like everything is, you already in jail with rules and restrictions, and now they put in more rules and restrictions on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
To make you go crazy.
Yeah,
that's literally what it is.
To make it hard, no commissary, so that none of your personal cosmetics, none of that. Like, you gotta use state soap, you gotta use state toothbrush, state toothpaste, everything that they give you. Like, no.
So
property.
how aware were you of just like not even just the music scene, but just in general, like what's going on with the outside world?
Well, my brother, a couple other people, like, they kept me in tune with what was going on with the music shit, but most importantly, the magazines, Straight Stuntin', Hip Hop Weeklies. Yeah, the Hip Hop Weeklies, Source, XXLs. Shit
Damn,
like
you
that.
get that? You get all that shit?
Every issue.
That's really cool.
Every issue.
A lot of people don't know when you was locked, you was dead ass actually in a magazine. And we talked about it off camera. Like, so for those who don't know and for those who do know you was in a magazine, explain to them how did you get there? Like, how did that come about and what made you do it the way you did it? You feel me?
Yeah, I was sitting in the box. I had got the latest issue of the Straight Stuntin' magazine. And inside the magazine, basically, there's a section where you could write basically from like for incarcerated individuals, and they could write and like get shout outs put in the magazines and shit like that. So I was sitting in the box and I ain't have nothing to do. So I was looking at the magazine. I'm like, fuck it. I picked up a pen and I wrote them, and I put a picture in the envelope and I sent it out. And then like a month later, the next issue came out and I was in it.
You had no idea.
How did that feel in jail, seeing yourself in the magazine?
Actually, matter of fact, I called the town, and when I called the town, I was told that I was in the magazine. So that shit kind of had me fucked up. And then when I got the issue in there, it was on. I was in there. Word.
That's cool.
I'll never forget that.
So when were you released? Or did you go and then releasing went back or something like that?
Nah.
So what date were you released?
I just got released October 21st
of this year?
2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. And what was like the welcoming? What
Had a nice little welcome home party.
after 10 years.
Yeah, I had a nice little welcome home party.
Yeah, I'm sure. And what was the like the music scene was just probably crazy when you got
shit
back.
is different. I got back. I had to lock in for like a week and process everything. Where I had to go sit down and process everything. So now it's like even down to like you gotta have like the visuals play a part, everything. So, or there's so much different rappers now. Everybody's rapping, so I had to take some time to process everything.
Did you know you wanted to continue being a rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Were you working on your shit while you were in prison?
Yeah, but not as much as people would think though. Like people think, oh yo, you in jail, you supposed to have like yo notebooks full of raps and like nah. It's jail's a world within itself. Like people waking up, routine, they got work, shit going on in there. So it's like nigga wasn't all the way sitting there just locked in music all the time. Like here and there when it was convenient for me, I would lock in, but it was too much other shit going on.
Yeah, you had to put that life on pause.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
To adjust to the new life.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't even think straight, like being in the box. You ain't got you in the box, no visits, you can't use the phone, you don't even know what's going on in the outside world with your family and nothing. Like you could turn around and put it into music, but then it's like sometimes you could get writer's block too. Your mind ain't even there. You can't even function.
That ass.
So what I would like suspect is, so when you initially started your sentence in 2012, it's like the next 10 years, any of your boys who are artists would continue their careers until, like, if it wasn't working out in the next 10 years, like, they probably don't have a career in music. So, like, when you got out, what was that scene from 10 years ago? Where was it? Because I know it's not these new guys because they're too young. So did anyone make it, really?
I mean, yeah, you still got guys on the camp that's doing what they doing. They still actively making music, and now we trying to get everything back together. But yeah, like you still got niggas working, bro.
Yeah. So do you think you think they still have a chance? Their time hasn't passed.
I mean, nah, hell yeah, we up next. We up next. If they wreck fam double G, we up next. We working.
Shit like that.
So what do you think about this whole new drill scene with, like,
I mean,
it's kind of like a different sound.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. But I'm like a flamboyant drill rapper. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I do it different. My shit, I'm in my own lane. But yeah, that shit cool. Side. Shit actually got me through my time in jail. Because right before I came home, they gave us tablets in there, so I was able to get a tablet Now with the tablet, I could get all the new music. I had everything.
I was gonna say, who you was listening to
Yeah, I
when you was
had
in
everything.
jail?
I was listening to a little bit of everything. Listening to Pop Smoke. I was listening to Chef G, 22 G's. I was listening to a little bit of everything. Fab, Meek Mills, Don Q, A Boogie, a little bit of everything. But as far as like on the Brooklyn scene, like Young M.A., 22 G's, Pop Smoke, Chef G, Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Who else?
Fabio
Foreign.
Well, we know he was bumping GS9 and shit. He said he heard him.
Yeah, GS9, definitely GS9.
Yeah.
Definitely still fuck with Uncle Murder.
Oh, you was listening to the rap-ups.
Definitely.
That shit is keeping you
A little
informed.
bit of everything, bro.
Damn, that's cool.
I ain't gonna front. I ain't think about that. So them wrap-ups dead ass probably keep people in jail informed. That whole year, son, you tuned into a little bit of something, but that wrap-up will tell you what happened. Like them wrap-ups like 5 minutes. That nigga be talking about everything.
Facts.
Nigga, this Hillary Clinton in one of them shits. He was wildin'. For real, but
That's hilarious. So now we're talking. So Brooklyn is the best it's ever been, I'd say, in terms musically, or at least there's the most potential, like the most opportunity for these artists. That's why everyone and their mother's like a rapper all of a sudden in Brooklyn. So where do you fit into that? I want to know what your opinion is on these young guys. Do you like look down on them? Do you think they're not giving you credit? Like talk about the whole scene.
Yeah, I mean, in particular where I'm from, like I feel like the up and coming rappers, that's where I'm from, like they don't pay, like, and it's not just me, it's my whole team, period. Like I said, instead of them jacking what we created, like for instance, Double G, instead of them, they could jack Double G, but instead of them jacking it and paying homage of where they got it from, they'll jack it and then say it means this. Oh, yo, nah, yeah, we jacking Double G, but it don't mean that, it mean this. Like, and that's how they discredit and take credit from us. Instead of being Double G, all right, yo, Double G, Ghost Gang, you gonna scream Double G and say it means something else. Why not Double M? Why not Double B? You know what I'm saying?
even the Flossy on the Map shit, the shit that we was talking about, like,
Yeah.
when you was locked, and I know you know, it was a whole lot of politics. There was a couple statuses, yo, who put the Flossy on the map, this and the third. And it's ironic that you could ask that when you actually had a song called Flossy on the Map.
Niggas know who put the Flossy on the map. That's the slogan, Flossy on the map. It became a slogan from that song. If I would have said, who got the Flossy lit, then niggas would have been saying who got the Flossy lit. Mm-hmm. But the reason why it's who got the Flossy on the map is because I got a song called Who Put the Flossy on the Map.
Oh, you think the reason why everyone's asking that, literally in that phrase structure,
Yeah,
who
but
put them on the
would
map?
actually asked it in that phrase structure.
In that phrase structure came from my song. So
who
how
put
can
someone
you
on the
even
map? I
ask
feel like
that?
people say that.
But nah, like, you wouldn't ask it like that, because for instance, I wouldn't say, yo, who put I wouldn't say who put Staten Island on the map. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
What,
who got
really?
Staten Island known? You say, yo,
who
Wu-Tang,
got Staten
like,
Island lit? Like,
yeah, Wu-Tang, you say Wu-Tang right now, probably CJ.
like this really became a phrase, like who put the Flossy on the map? This shit is
Really?
incorporated in niggas' songs. Yo, I put the Flossy on the map. And then everybody put the Flossy on the map. That came from Bentley Bugz, who put the Flossy on the map. That's where that came from.
Do you think people know that though?
Yeah, a lot of people know it. A lot of people might not know it because they was misled by the people that do know it.
Yeah.
If that make any sense.
Or like, does that like make you mad that the people are using the term that you coined and they're using, shit that you've already created?
Shit is corny. Like, I don't even let it get to me no more. Now I just focus on what I'm doing because that shit is just gonna happen. As you're gonna have imitators. That comes with that shit comes with the game. You feel me? So it's like I just focus on what I do, but like I said, everybody in my whole team feel the same way, like, because we did a lot. We paved the way, we did a lot, and we don't get the recognition that we deserve. And like I said, niggas would take our lingo, niggas would take our shit, or take names, everything. Like, somebody's supposed to be running around with my name right now.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know.
So where did the like the Woo start and the Cho start? What do you know? A year or around like before, after you, right?
Yeah, I went to jail.
Yeah.
I went to jail. That came about while I was in jail.
But when did that shit start, or who started it?
I don't know. That wasn't started.
I feel like no one knows.
That wasn't started in Canarsie.
Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
That wasn't started in Canarsie.
Oh no.
Yeah, like you could say like that started in Brownsville and shit like that. Cause for instance, you could bring up the old school, like the Wave Gang niggas when they got indicted. They used to walk around saying "woo" doing the all in or shit like that. Like, and that was back in the days. And then they had beef with, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Hood Stars niggas. Mm-hmm. And the Hood Stars niggas used to like, if you literally go on YouTube and you look this shit up, Wave Gang, Brownsville documentary, you see them walk through Woo, you see the Hood Star niggas walking through Brownsville like Cho and shit. And that's why I was asking him about the indictments, because they got indicted. But when you look at the shit that they was putting on YouTube, they're literally putting documentaries of them walking through their hood saying, yo, we seen this and this. We gonna catch him, da-da-da. Pull up over here, you get your face cut. And they saying Woo, Cho, and all that. And then that shit led to the initial indictment. And a lot of them is coming home now. For instance, a lot of people don't know. In the original Hood Stars indictment, Coach the Ghost was in that shit. If you look at the paperwork,
I've seen that picture.
He was in the initial indictment. He got indicted, came home, started rapping, and ended up getting lit. Like, it comes with this shit. And you'll be surprised how much street niggas go in, out, pick back up where they started, don't. And a lot of people don't have the capability to do it. A lot of people don't have the spirit to do it. They come home and then they be the washed up old heads that you see walking around like, yo, when I was younger, I was lit. Nigga, that don't mean nothing, because where you at now? You could have been the flyest nigga as a kid. Look, you asking me for $20. What the fuck you got going on? You feel me? And yo, I swear to God, like, and this is that cycle of the hood that I be talking about that get me tight. But what I do respect is when people stand out in the hood. It be a couple people, look, they go to jail, they come back 10 toes. They go to
10
jail.
toes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, but what I will always say is, and they always say you don't judge people by the book cover, you don't look at people and say, yo, bro, certain energy, especially when you got that same energy, you feel that shit. Like, you know, like, yo, this nigga gonna come home and be on his bullshit. For instance, like when you did that show, I heard you did a show when you was younger, spot full of ops and shit. Just you and your mans by yourself. You pulled up and did a whole show knowing all your ops was in there. A lot of niggas is not doing that. A lot of niggas don't got the spirit to do that, the heart to do that. A lot of niggas not gonna put their life on the line because look, plan A is the only plan. Fuck a plan B. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, you feel me? And it's sad, a lot of people don't got it, but the people who do got it, look, shout out to them. They gonna shine, facts.
Facts. Gotta be proactive. When I say proactive, we active on all bases, bro. Like, we doing everything. We performing on every aspect. We gonna make the music. We gonna perform it. Everything, bro. Like.
And I just seen you started your whole clothing line and shit. You got your little mask, the double G shirts and shit like that.
Double G my body, man. We about to have merch.
I was about to say, yo, we need some merch. I need a ski.
Nah, hey, yo, listen, bro. Everything was just so short notice. I'm supposed to come here with everything for y'all. Don't worry, I got y'all.
I was about to say, I need a ski.
I got y'all.
It's about that time.
Y'all, bro. I got saying, I got some shit about to get off the press right now, so I got y'all, definitely. But yeah, bro, we got shorts, shirts, sweaters, masks, ski masks, all that. We about to do shit for the girls. Got everything, bro. Like.
And that's the best way to be. I mean, look. Like I said, you came home, you got your vision, and you're not attacking it from one angle, you're attacking it from every angle, you feel me? Came home, you're still on your rap and shit. Heavy on the social media, and I'm not talking about some social media clown shit, going live and shit. I'm just talking about, like, you making sure your face is still relevant. Even in jail, like I said, I gave you props for even getting the magazine. You made your name still relevant, because that wasn't your first 1 or 2 years in jail. That shit came out a minute when you was locked up. I remember reading the magazine. I'm like, yo, wait, what the fuck? I remember saying to myself, what the fuck? How did this nigga manage this shit?
Yeah.
And it was like, you feel me? That's the way to go. Like, I will always recommend to anybody, like, if you're gonna attack your dream and that's your plan A.
I don't give a fuck what you got. You gotta stay active, man.
Dead ass. That's it.
I was up in West Bubble fuck in the box, nigga. I say, yo, I'm gonna write this nigga and get in that magazine. Word. Gotta maintain your relevancy in this game, man.
Dead ass.
So Kwani said something interesting off camera. He was saying, if you came home and declared like, yo, I'm like the king of Brooklyn, like I'm woo, like all this stuff, you could have had a very different welcoming, and like you could potentially have been taken off as an artist. Like, damn, Who is this guy? He's like the OG. Pop's showing him love, or these other Fabio's showing him love. So why didn't you do that approach?
Well, because most importantly, like I said, like me personally, when the Woo and the Cho thing came about, into especially incorporated into Canarsie, I wasn't around for that. So like I got a mind of my own. I follow what I know. You know what I'm saying? So I just stick to the script. That's it. Feel me? So I came home. I'm not Woo. I'm not Cho. And plus, for me, I don't know what that shit is about. It's too much. Like, I don't want no parts of it. I just came home from doing mad time in jail. None of that shit didn't do nothing for me while I was in jail. It's not doing nothing for me while I'm out here right now. I don't want no parts of it.
I respect that. What I'd say is, do you feel like artists today need to declare themselves like one or the other? Like I hear all the time, like the Chos are blackballed. Like, if you're an artist, you should be Woo because you'll have a better chance of being successful and like follow Pop's footsteps or something like that. Do you feel like you need, you know what I mean? Like, does it hurt? Is it hurting yourself as an artist?
I mean, no, I'm good. I do what I do.
Right.
You feel me? But a lot of people can't do what I do. A lot of people don't got a mind of their own. A lot of people got to follow what's cool. A lot of people don't even want to be a part of either side, either or. They just doing it because they have to. Yeah. Because they feel that they have to.
I don't know. I always felt like talent gonna shine. Like, don't get me wrong. And I'm saying this with the utmost faith that I feel like I know 100% what I'm talking about. I could name over 20 Woo rappers. I could name over 20 Cho rappers. I only can name a couple on my hand that's actually relevant. Don't get me wrong, you Jack and you Woo or you Cho is gonna get you a couple views. Probably get you on a little blog like, oh, this new Woo or Cho rapper, da-da-da.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But how far does that get you without the talent to back it?
Yeah.
It only gets you but so far. You probably get what? Tops, $50,000 deal. Shit, a lot of niggas is making that in they sleep. I ain't gonna front. I say this all the time. I got it from ESTG and I'm gonna run with it. I'm $1 million nigga. I'm just waiting to get picked up. I ain't signing for shit that I could go outside and go get. Fuck that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, bro, that talent really do show. Like, that's why when people say shit like, oh, he's blackball, he's this and that. Yo, bro, I ain't gonna front. That shit, it means something to a certain extent, because at the end of the day, people still gonna fuck with your sound. People say, like, the Chos is blackball. Tutu and Coach made it, if you ask me. And
I think they can be so much further along if they
can be so much further, but they're what any kid in the hood dream is. They're in a position right now where they can honestly say, yo, I could start something with this platform. They at least have the platform to start something. The platform is where you want to get. It's how you incorporate that platform. Bro, you can have that platform and fuck it up. You could be the littest nigga in the world. You could be Drake and decide you want to walk outside and shoot somebody and it's all gone. Yeah. You feel me? So I'm not a fan. Like, I don't know. I got this from my mother. If anybody know my mother, shout out everybody who know my mother. That lady is crazy. Hardest lady in the planet, if you ask me. Most gangster person I ever met. She always told me, like, yo, what are you crying for? The time you spent crying, you could have been doing something productive. And because of that lady, I don't cry till this day. If you ever see me cry, somebody gotta die. I'm taking it there. Like, that's a different side of me. We're not going there. But, bro, what am I gonna complain about? I have the platform. Fuck it. Why not start a clothing line? Fuck it. Why not use my money? Open a fucking jerk chicken restaurant. It's so much fucking ways to get rich.
Facts.
The goal is to just get lit enough that when you want to do all the dumb shit you want to do, at least you know somebody gonna support it. And that's the goal with me. Feel me? I don't know about everybody else, but I'm a hustler 110%. I don't care what I'm doing. Once my name is out there, that name is gonna make me 10 million plus. Fuck that. And that's just how I see it. You feel me?
Your name is your brand, nigga.
Your name is your brand. That's all you got. That's literally all you got to yourself. Anywhere you go, jail, funeral, shit, school, court, the only thing they know you by is your name. That's the only thing you got to yourself. And you run with it, my nigga.
It's true.
That's
I
how
agree.
I feel. You run with it.
No, I agree. What I was saying was, I think what you were getting to as well, and I agree with everything you're saying. Like there's so many artists who are calling themselves like woo artists, and I don't know their whole personal stories or anything, but they're just like following a wave.
Yeah,
And that's sad.
I just don't know if it's hurting them like you guys think it's hurting them.
I mean, to me,
Because I'm gonna interrupt you. Because when anyone says like, "Oh, this is Pop Smoke's friend, he's woo," immediately everyone's like wants to at least listen, pay attention. Would you agree or no?
I would, but I just find that so weird. Like I really believe in that shit is weird.
that's
bro.
whack.
Yeah.
That's so wild. Like, how far does that get you? Literally, how far? How far does that go? And I'm not coming up here to cut
And
nobody
then on
out.
top of that, they not really that.
No.
They heart don't really be there.
This
so
is
when they
not,
run into the
yeah.
opposite, they gonna run.
Of course.
They get in the situations, they run or they fold. They gonna tell. They don't really want to be that. They just doing it because it's like, yo, you know what? I'm from over here. Everybody's over here is jacking this, so I gotta be this. I can't be different and be like, nah, I'm good. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, I be questioning a lot of shit because I don't know. Maybe I'm different. And I heard you say earlier, I really do got a mind of my own. I don't know where I learned it from. Shit, I can give credit to whoever I want. But I feel like that shit is just in you. Like, certain people got it, certain people don't. I never been a follower. Like I said, one of my first cribs was in Canarsie. Shit, my sister, baby father is fucking folk. This is life. This is life. When you're from these areas, you're gonna bump into one side or another. And I was never one of those, I'ma pick a side nigga, because the side ain't gonna pick me. Shit. If it's up to them, I'm just another nigga. You got an army of 100 soldiers, you think one soldier really matter? These niggas don't give a fuck. So why would I? That's just how I see it. And me personally. That's why I would have never jacked nobody to get rich, because like, when you get rich, now you jacked my shit. Now you gotta pay me. And I don't owe nobody nothing. If I get lit, I got lit on my own. I'm not paying a woo nigga for my shit. I'm not paying a cho nigga for my shit. A manager might get fucking lucky depending on how much you do.
If you have a advantage, you have to pay.
It depends on how much you do. Because if they hit me up and they hit you up, nigga, I don't know how that deal gonna work. I'm gonna have to tell you, like, yo, you're not doing your shit. Because they hit me up, nigga. They supposed to be hitting you. Fuck out of here. That niggas got me fucked up. I ain't giving niggas free money. That niggas got me fucked up.
So what do people
Rec Fam Double G is his own entity. We our own wave. That's what I'm doing. We pushing our own wave. They don't want to let us in. We gonna kick the door down. That's how we doing that.
Yeah, that answers the question. So if anyone's saying, what artist do you fuck with? Like, you can't fuck with Pop and
I fuck with any artist I want to fuck with. I fuck with any artist I want to fuck with. I'm Rec Fam Double G.
And if they have a problem with that, you don't give a fuck.
I'm Rec Fam Double G. We outside.
That's it. So, like, what's your approach right now? Like, for those who don't know what you got coming up, what can you tell niggas you got coming up?
It's like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. I don't know. I just know I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm all over the place. We just did the ape shit that's going up. That just dropped. It's going up right now, heavy in rotation. My young boy Sha Vuitton, only 18 years old. He coming. Like, it's the whole team. Sha Vuitton. I got a whole roster. Yeah. Got a whole roster. We got Billy Bang Bang. We got Quesito, we got Swifty, we got Joso, we got Hate, we got CJ. It's a whole bunch of us, bro. Like, and we putting it together now. So if you ain't hear about us before, you about to hear about us now. Like, Rec Fam Double G.
So how would you feel, right, as an artist, sitting back, because you see how you said you got this whole lineup coming, and these is young guys, what they are. They young talent, they coming in the game, they about to come strong. Would you feel a way if you had to sit back and take like a managerial role? Like if you had to say, yo, you know what?
Hell no, I actively do that. I'm the big bro. That's what I actively do. I do that naturally.
That's the way. And yo, I seen you post snippet from a live the other day, right? Speaking about the whole big bro concept and shit, like how you felt like your hood treated you as a big bro, little bro relationship. Cause me personally, I feel like I had to big bro myself. It wasn't a lot of inspiration around a nigga to look up to, like, yo, this nigga's doing it, let me be like him, and he's steering me in the right direction. I feel like a lot of niggas was pointing us to do dumb shit. Like, you feel like your hood treated you the right way when they were supposed to?
I mean, yo, bro.
And I know it's a hard thing to say because
like,
niggas will feel away, but it's real shit. Like, a lot of niggas can be further than they are if they hood would have took the time and say, yo, you know what? This is our golden ticket. Let's nurture him. Let's make sure he's not doing it. Let's make sure he is not there. Because even the situation with Little Reese recently, nigga got shot still in a fucking car, bro. You're Little Reese.
I'm not gonna lie though, man, but it's different too though. It's different because I was hard-headed. Like, I'm front line. I'm front line right now. Like, that's just me, bro. I'm just front line. Like, so I don't know how to explain that. Like, and that's the reason why I'm at the standpoint where I'm at right now. Like, I don't, like, we not choosing no sides. We don't want no problems. We not getting involved in no drama. We just want money and we want to have fun. That's it. We gonna live life. Same way I'm front line. Like, don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, at the time when I went through all the shit that I went through and why I did what I did and the shit that landed me in jail, I feel like I don't regret it. At the time, it was necessary. It was necessary. Like, is it necessary now? No. But at that time, it was necessary. So, that's it. I like, me personally, bro, I just stand for what I believe in. You feel me? That's it, bro. We positive vibes,
dude, I fuck
good
with
music, lots of money.
That's what Brooklyn needs
leave
right
us
now.
Alone. Yeah,
But
leave us alone.
I always said that I feel like Brooklyn need a little
New York,
guidance.
New York,
Bro,
yeah.
New York as a whole needs a little guidance right now to steer everybody in the right direction, because it come like a lot of these niggas don't got a head. It's just like they all following behind somebody who's even dumber than them.
You know how many good rappers, how many good niggas died for nothing?
Terrible.
Nothing at all.
You know how many good niggas, real niggas, is sitting in jail right now for nothing? Really, really, really want to sit here and really, really, really talk about it and think about it. It's people that could have been here right now that's not here for nothing. If I'm going to go to jail, it's going to be for something that makes sense. A lot of shit don't make sense. That's it.
That's crazy. I was watching a movie about that shit recently. It's a movie on Amazon called Crown Heights. You should deadass actually watch it, right? And basically, the purpose of the movie is the nigga got locked. He did 21 years for a crime he didn't do. And in the movie, he actually deadass said it in a line like, it's sad to say, but at least some of these people in jail, some of them have the satisfaction that they're in here for what they believe in. That's what's getting them through this shit.
It was worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, like, but a lot of these people, it's a lot of people in jail that's sitting there for bullshit. Like, they really got to sit there and eat that every day. And I feel like that's one of the biggest punishments in jail, because it's a mental fuck up. Like, yo, I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to go through that. That's why I said I'm happy you had the liberty to say, like, yo, at least, like, it was necessary at the time. I learned what I learned. I did what I did. I did my time, stood 10 toes. I'm back now. A lot of niggas in there don't have that liberty. I guess I don't know what to say. Like, a lot of niggas is in there on some shit that they didn't have to do.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas is dead for some shit that didn't make
For
sense.
some shit that didn't make sense, and they could have been here today. Shit that didn't make sense, bro. Like, down to a lot of shit niggas be jacking, and you'll have a little nigga, he'll be 15, 16, he just died or killed another little nigga for some shit that he jacking, and when you ask him who started it, he can't even tell you. Or what is that shit? What does that shit symbolize? Or they can't tell you. Like, I don't know, bro. Shit is whack.
What I hear all the time is, but the thing is with that, the reason why it'll never end is because once blood spilled is like that 16-year-old, the reason why he shot at some other 15-year-old is because they did it first, and then they do it, and then it's just retaliation, and it's just this forever circle that
it could go like that. It could
terrible.
definitely go like that. But then when you go back to the main source of the incident,
where did the beef start?
Where did it start?
Usually it's not even anything.
It'd be nothing. It'd be like, wait, hold
a girlfriend
up.
or something.
Wait, yeah. So it went from this way to that way to this way, like that, like that, like that. But it started off with this. Are you serious?
So what do you feel about, even if, and this is like kind of like a very touchy subject, but even if people have died over beefs, over like one group dislikes another group and they don't like each other, people have died through that. Even if blood has been spilled, do you think it's like it's not real like beef? Like if it started from like a girlfriend between two people.
Nah, I can't say that.
Yeah,
Because it's lit. Like if it's lit,
my
it's
point
lit.
is you can't just be like there's no going back after. What'd you say?
Yeah, if it's lit, it's lit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody's shit is
fucked.
different. Yeah,
That's why it's
everybody's
fucked.
shit is different. Everybody's shit is different. Word.
Fucking, I don't know.
It is fucked, but you gotta understand, like, a person like me, and this is what I strive on all the time. I try to handle the situation before blood is shed. Because I'm a real nigga, unlike a lot of niggas, I'm real enough to say, yo, if you mad at me for fucking your bitch, I'll step up to you personally. I don't want to talk to you over the internet because you're going to be tough on the internet. You're going to be tough at texting me. I'll come to you personally and we could talk about it. We could definitely get into the ones and twos because she probably told me that she didn't have a nigga. Yeah. I probably genuinely didn't know, and you really out here trying to kill me, you feel me? So I strive on trying to understand the situation before I get in the situation. But the problem comes with the ignorance. When that nigga doesn't decide to tell you it's a problem, he decides to backdoor you, boom you, your mans can't respect that. And that's where the beef really starts. Because it's like, I understand that this incident started it. You fucked this bitch. But why you had to do my mans like that? Like, you could have came up to him and approached him like a real nigga, you feel me? And that's the problem. Being real isn't cool no more. Nobody want to be real.
They'd rather like go on Instagram
be
Live
tough
and make music about it and shit like that.
That's another thing too. I be personalizing shit. I don't know. I'm just different. If I got an issue with a nigga, I got an issue with a nigga. Yeah. I'm not gonna make it like, I got beef with Son. Son is TMO. Oh, yo, fuck all the TMO niggas. I'm TMOK. Nah, I got an issue with Son. When I see him, I'm gonna take it up with Son. I'll make it be known that it's personal. Yeah, hold on, however niggas won't go about it, but I don't know. That shit is whack.
Damn. So, I have a serious question, like, just a personal question at that. Growing up with the mindset you had, you feel like it differentiated you from everybody around you? Because me personally, I don't know. I feel like my mindset separated me from a lot of the people.
That's a fact, it did. My mindset definitely did. Like, I got a mindset of a leader. Yeah. I always had that since I was a youngin', like, and I got it now. Like, I just got a mind of my own, bro. And that goes back to that. A leader has to have a mind of his own, bro. And a lot of these niggas ain't got that. A lot of these niggas is robots. They programmed. Yeah. You feel me? So it's like they move on another nigga call. Like, it's different. Nigga tell you, like, this is like why I feel like a lot of rappers, even like down to that's coming out of the floor seat right now, they don't know me personally. But I had like situations with niggas that they may be under, if that makes sense. You get it? So then it's like, so now they don't have a mind of their own because the person that they under might have told them like, yo, oh yeah, nah, fuck them niggas. We don't fuck with them niggas.
And they were so young.
And now all of a sudden this nigga, yeah, he's young. He don't know you might got him by like 10 years. But all of a sudden he'll give you this energy and it'll be like, wait, hold up. But he don't know you from a hole in the wall. But he's going off of another nigga's energy.
Of course.
Get it?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I like to ask this question, and I've
this is why we speak about paying homage. This is why you got a lot of young rappers that's coming up, and they don't pay the homage because they be knowing where certain shit come from, but at the same time they won't say it. They scared. Like even if they say it, they scared of the backlash from everybody else.
Of course.
Or they was just brainwashed and told, yo, so now this is what they got in their mind. I don't know, bro, but word, that's what's going on. And this is the reason why, like I said, a lot of niggas don't pay homage. They know who the starters is.
Definitely.
Do you think there's like an end to beefs ever? Because I like to ask this question and kind of get the same answer every time.
It depends on what type of beef it is. Like, it depends on what kind of lines was crossed in the beef.
Yeah.
So if it's just a verbal beef, yeah, that shit could be deaded. If it was a beef, like you said earlier, it was no bloodshed, that shit could be deaded. If it's certain shit, if it was bloodshed, then that might be different.
Mm-hmm.
But you might got beef with a nigga and every time y'all see each other, y'all beat the crap out of each other. Nobody ain't die. That beef could still be deaded.
Right. Yeah. Dude, I enjoy like your insight because you've gone through all this before. It's like you've lived this whole life. And now we interview people who, we've interviewed 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, and they have such a different view of like this whole scene. Like they glorify it and they love like the idea of like the gang mentality or like guns and dissing and all this stuff. And I enjoy hearing your insight on it as well. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I speak from a positive standpoint. You know, I'm all the way in. Like, I'm in too deep, basically. So it's like, you feel me? I'm caught all the way up in the lifestyle, but it's not really nothing to glorify. Like, going to jail that shit ain't nothing to glorify. That shit ain't fun. And the shit that niggas is doing out here is gonna get you either dead or in jail. So you feel me? Like, we gotta take shit. Niggas gotta change their mindset. You feel me? We gotta change. We gotta change shit. Different.
You want, so to wrap up, do you want to give like you kind of just did, but like a message we usually like to do, younger generation, kind of like Chief Keef did to you. What would be your message?
I mean,
to this generation.
Stay out the way, man. Stay out the way. That jail shit is whack. Get money and live life, man. Because you only live it once.
Facts.
Shit.
All right, bro. Bentley, Bugz, Otherside Podcast. Thank you for coming on.
You know the vibes, Flossy.
That way.